Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, and the names of Hamashiach Kabashai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Mashwan Kadash of the tongue. And I say Wakathon to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, I say Shalom. And this is a sit-down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places as of August the 16th, 2025, on this Saturday afternoon. And you had the latest earthquakes from earthquake.usgs.gov, and you had a 5.6 earthquake recorded 28 kilometers east of southeast, Tekno Bay, Japan, if I pronounced that right. You had a 4.9 earthquake recorded 9 kilometers south of Halkay, Philippines. 2.9 earthquake recorded 92 kilometers south of southeast of Nikolai of Alaska. 4.7 earthquake recorded 45 kilometers south of southwest of Tajikistan. 2.9 earthquake recorded 22 kilometers west of Petula, California. 4.9 earthquake recorded in Azores, Cape St. Vincent Ridge. 4.4 earthquake recorded 230 kilometers east of southeast of Savalio, Kursk of Russia. 4.4 earthquake recorded 176 kilometers southeast of Valley Nasky of Russia. 4.8 earthquake recorded 167 kilometers southeast of Valio, of Russia. 4.9 earthquake recorded 175 kilometers south of Savalio, of Russia. 3.0 earthquake recorded 13 kilometers west of Paliadia of Hawaii. 4.5 earthquake recorded 153 kilometers south of southwest of Valio, Russia. 5.6 earthquake recorded in the southeast of the Royal Islands. 2.7 earthquake recorded 21 kilometers northeast of Dorado, Puerto Rico. 4.6 earthquake recorded 27 kilometers east to southeast of Mataski of Ecuador. 4.5 earthquake recorded 16 kilometers east to southeast of Bandung of China. 4.5 earthquake recorded 185 kilometers south of southeast of Valley Nasky of Russia. 2.6 earthquake recorded 34 kilometers west of Petula, California. 4.8 earthquake recorded 41 kilometers southeast of Valley of Russia. 4.3 earthquake recorded 105 kilometers south of Cali, Chile. 4.2 earthquake recorded 75 kilometers south of La Bati of El Salvador. 4.3 earthquake recorded 141 kilometers south of southwest of Savalio, of Russia. 4.4 earthquake recorded 108 kilometers south of southwest Chimborazo, Guatemala. And you had a 4.5 earthquake recorded 186 kilometers east to southeast Savalio, of Russia. So those was the latest earthquakes as of August 16, 2025, Saturday afternoon. And this is from the Hindu Times. A major tsunami warning issues as could say that earthquake could impact millions in U.S. urgent evacuation plans needed. This was published August the 16th, 2025 at 11 or 8 p.m. IST time. Published by Sherwanta Karashkasti from the Hindu Times. It says the rush of a devastating mega tsunami from the Castilia subduction zones highlights the need for improvement evacuation plans. A significant earthquake in the Castilia subzone CSZ could cause a potentially devastating mega tsunami to hit portions of the U.S. Pacific coast, according to scientists. The mega tsunami warning U.S. coastal like Washington, Oregon, and Northern California can potentially be devastating, while Alaska and Hawaii could be also dangerous. This fault line, which runs about 600 miles from Northern California to Vancouver Islands, is where the San Diego plate slides beneath the Northern American plate, accumulating enormous tectonic stress. Within the next few years, there is a 15% less of an earthquake magnitude 8.0 or higher happening in the CSZ as per Virginia Tech research led by geoscientist Tina Dover, the UK independent report. It says that coastal states like Washington, Oregon, and Northern California can potentially be devastated, while Alaska and Hawaii could also be in danger. What is a Cascadia subduction zone? The Cascadia subduction zone, as the Pecan Tech research team, is one of the most dangerous fault lines in North America, as the North American plate is pushed beneath the oceanic D1D process plate. Tectonic tensions accumulates over generations. When this tension is released during a significant earthquake, coastal areas may see eruption land subside, which could significantly expand the size of floodplains, change shorelines particularly immediately. This fault last experienced a significant earthquake in 1700 will cause a tsunami that was seen as far as Japan. So yeah, that's a potential tsunami and a potential increase in earthquake in that region, especially saying that joins the fault line and over there in the northern west, over there in the Atlantic Pacific and the upper northwest region as well too, near Washington and Oregon, up a potential increase in earthquake and a potential tsunami warning. And this is a from the New York Post.com. A massive Alaska landslide triggers a ravaging tsunami within 10 to 15 foot of waves. And this is published by Haley Baptiste from Fox Weather, published August the 16th, 2025 at 5:14 p.m. It says a landslide on Sunday morning in the Edcott Arm area of Alaska near the state capital triggered a local tsunami with waves estimated up to 15 feet high. According to the earthquake center, people reported in the Edcott Arm area reported a mysterious local tsunami near Hobart Island. It says the three campers camping on Harbor Island reported losing most of their gear, but made it back to the United safety. The earthquake center says the waves were estimated about around 10 to 15 feet. Here near the Harbor Island, the National Park Service reported a tsunami of 100 feet escaped trees off the rocky slopes of Sawyer Island. Yeah, there was a heavy landslides and floodings over there in what was that? Yeah, over there in Alaska, in that region. This is the prophet Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visit of Yahweh of hosts, with thunder and with earthquake and great noise and storms and tempests and flame by fire. Right, so we see these potentially tsunami warnings might occur, and we especially this hurricane season because you got Hurricane Aaron over there in the Caribbean islands in that region, Puerto Rico in that region as a Category 5. Is the developments which have been taking place from Thursday all into now, and then you've been having heavy landslides in different outskirts of Alaska, and then we've been seeing these increasing earthquakes in diverse places. It's like there was a 5.6 earthquake over in Japan, and a 5.6 earthquake over there in the islands. So we definitely seeing the Heavenly Father visit this earth with these increasing thunders, increasing earthquakes, and the great noise and storms and tempests of the flame by fire. This is out of the book of Luke 21 and verse 11. Yeah, Luke 21 verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right, so we're going to see increasing earthquakes in diverse places, and famines and pestilence. It says earthquakes in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fruitful sites, great sand shall be heavy. Right, so we're definitely going to see that increasing of earthquakes in our diverse places, and that's from the visitation from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Himself. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars people world. Right, so increasing earthquakes and uproars people world. Go up with verse. Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 2. Then thou shalt understand that it is at the very same time work in the highest, which that Father Yahweh will begin to visit the world which He made. As Heavenly Father visited earth with the earthquakes in diverse places. These are heavy storms and tempests. These are heavy wildfires, volcano eruptions, heavy flooding, tsunami warnings, hurricane seasons, and earthquakes in various places, and earthquakes in diverse places. And this is the book of Psalms 18 and verse 7. Then the earth shook and trembled, and the foundness also of the hills were moved because it was wroth. Matthew 24 and verse 7. The nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so that's the key word, earthquakes in diverse places. And we're definitely seeing the uptick of earthquakes throughout throughout the whole world, and in various places, in diverse places as well too. So with that, hopefully this
Hello, Moto.
Salakia had the phone call. Yep, Matthews 24 and verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Right, as we say, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. These are the signs that Yahushua spoke about before he made his return. As he spoke to the disciples, that the amount of hours of these signs are going to occur, and definitely categories with these weather-like conditions, especially with the uptick of earthquakes in diverse places. But you had increasing magnitudes that was taking, increasing weather conditions, and those signs was taking place in ancient times when they was on the scene. The prophets of old, when they was on the scene, now we're seeing it occur once again these modern day times, and definitely with these earthquakes in diverse places. As that, I was reading that news article about the latest increasing that over there in Southern California, as they're getting closer and closer to a larger earthquake. It might be larger than that large earthquake that hit over there in Myanmar in early March, and I believe that was a 7.5 earthquake that occurred over in the area, and that claimed a lot of lives in that area. Because I believe that earthquake reached from Thailand all the way to Myanmar. So we definitely going to see potentially this earthquake that's going to hit South San Andreas, this fault line in Southern California. Because a couple of days ago you had that 100 earthquakes, small numbers of magnitude earthquakes. That's the ones that earthquake was a total of 100 earthquakes. And then the largest from those aftershocks was a 4.4 and a 4.0 earthquake over there in Northern California. So we're definitely seeing increasing signs of a larger earthquake instead of going to hit larger over in California of a potential 8.0 or 9.0 earthquake, as we're seeing it increasing over there in the San Andreas fault line over there in Southern California. Yeah, Matthews 24 verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Right, so earthquakes in diverse places. It's the book of Luke 21, and I'm closing out. Luke 21 and verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. Right, great earthquakes in diverse places. And there shall be famines and pestilence, and fruitful sights and great sand shall be heavy. Right, so increasing earthquakes in various places and diverse places. Increasing famines and pestilence, and fruitful sights and great sand shall be heavy. So with that, I'll go ahead and close it out. It's a sit-down lesson of the earthquakes in diverse places as of August the 16th, 2025, on this Saturday afternoon. So hopefully this was edifying. And with that, I would like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Mokar Kadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and his only begotten Son, Bahashem, the name of Hamashiach Yahushua, those are the true names in ancient Paleo-Hebrew. The Lashma Kadash in the tongue, and I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwa, and to next time I would say Shalom.